All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to the icon that's pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth and sincerity. All right, this is the brother Zion Amar from the GMS Detroit Bar Camp, and I'm just going to come with a fairly short but serious lesson. This is going in on the chip, all right, because we have other camps, other, Israelite groups, all right, that believe that the chip, all right, or rather, should I say, the mark of the beast, as described in Revelations the 13th chapter, they believe it to be some type of spiritual mark, all right, or something else. And it's whatever you think it is, all right. It ain't that. What it is it's a physical mark, all right. The mark of the beast, which translates, okay, to the RFID chip, all right, the radio frequency identification, all right, chip. Okay, simple and plain. That's just what it is, all right. There's no getting around it, no going, that's just what it is, all right. I had this scripture pulled up, but we're going to come back to that. But, Lord willing, this will be edifying, and I'll be clear and concise in my lesson here. All right, so I'm just get right to it. All right, this is Revelation 13 and 16. All right. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And the Spirit just hit me just now as I was reading this, the word receive. Let's look at that. Let's look at let's get in the blue letter, in fact. And then I'm going to look it up in the Merriam Webster dictionary. To receive, which I believe should mean to take in. All right. Just because it made me think of the word conceive. When a woman is with child, when she conceives, means she's taking in the seed. All right. She's receiving the seed. All right. It says to give something to someone, to bestow a gift. All right. Dealing with the word receive. All right. To grant, to give to one asking, let have, to supply, furnish necessary things. Let's see. To give someone as his own, to grant, permit one. All right, well, that's what it is in the blue letter. G1325. All right, but I want to look it up here in just this regular dictionary, just to make sure we're not leaving any stones unturned. All right, it says receive, to come into possession of, acquire. All right, to permit, to enter, admit. Okay. Check this out. Okay, it says to take a mark or impression. Right, we're not even dealing with the word mark, but the word receive, okay, coincidentally, can mean to take, in parentheses, right, a mark or impression, right, which, okay, that's good. That's good. It says to take from the weight of something, all right. Okay, so that's just the word receive. All right, so we're going to go back. All right, so Revelation 13 and 16 says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, so no, it's not. All right, you have these groups that's pushing out like it's an idea, it's a thought, it's a philosophy, it's an embargo, it's It's a spiritual mark now. All right. No, this is a physical thing that's going to be implemented on the populace. All right, on a grand scale. All right. How do we know that? Because we just read it. It said all, both small and great. All right. The great in society. All right. High society. That's that got clout, that got fame, they got money. All right. Down to the small. Down to your common Jake. All right. 2/3 Jake. All right. Your common heathen. Okay. The ones that's you know just just getting by basically. All right. It said rich and poor, free and bond. So whether you out here on these streets, as a with liberty to do whatever it is you willed, or if bonded, meaning if you're incarcerated, you're in prison, you're in jail, right? So that covers everybody. So everyone's was gonna have the opportunity, okay, to say yes or no to this physical mark. All right, we're gonna get into the point of it being physical. All right. I want to read through this. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. All right. So the only way you're going to be able to deal in commerce, all right, is by way of this mark, meaning you can't grocery shop, you can't go to McDonald's, right? You can't even receive your check if you work, a 9 to 5, because everything is going to be set up digitally, on a digital scale. All right. These FRN notes, these Federal Reserve notes that we use as money, okay, it's gonna be a thing of the past, right? Because that's how Esau operates. Okay, he operates in the fashion of problem reaction solution. All right, so he's gonna come with to the world, all right, with a basically a problem, whether it's some type of most likely, a economical, economic collapse of some sort, right? Coming with some excuse on why he has to do away with, with the dollar bill or whatnot, okay? And why people freaking out on that all the while, hey, he's going to have a solution, right? He's going to have a way to fix the scenario, so to speak, right? And that's going to be by way of the chip. And the chip, I mean, you should be able to see through the spirit that is prevalent. It's on news feeds, it's in certain commercials. Okay, you got certain artists pushing it, on a low scale right now. All right, you've got, you got department stores, talking about talks of putting the chip or the technology, the RFID chip technology in your clothing, right? They've tested it on animals, a physical chip that they implanted in animals. You got certain employers, all right, that's basically pushing on their employees to receive the chip, having chip parties, all right, or whatnot. So it's definitely a real thing, all right? It's not a fictitious thing out of a comic book or whatever. Like, this thing is right in front of your face if you have the eyes to see, all right? Just to read on, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, right? Because a lot of times we read this, but we don't read it all the way through, right? And it's a point that's being made here in verse 18 as well. All right, here is wisdom. Now, all right, what is first of all, let's deal with the word wisdom. What does that mean? What does it mean to use wisdom? Okay, it says Sophia, all right? Hey, would she be the first lady? Which is essentially this word, okay? It says wisdom. broad and full of intelligence, use of the knowledge of very diverse matters. Okay. All right. So that's what it is in the blue letter. To make it even more in layman's terms, if you will. All right. Wisdom. All right. Wisdom. So like it says ability to discern inner qualities in relationships, insight. So to apply wisdom, all right, means that you have to have the spirit of discernment, all right, the spirit to know right from wrong, to know what's meat and what's bones in the scriptures, all right, or salaki, or what's meat and what's bone in this life that we live, and all the rhetoric that Esau tries to push on our people. You got to be able to trim the fat, so to speak. Okay, it says good sense, judgment, and the word judgment goes back to critically, to think critically. All right, and how do you do that? You apply the scriptures. So we'll go back. All right. So verse 18 says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." All right. It is the number of a man. So anyway, let me get into this. It says is, so the number equals, right? Because if you're used to in like in arithmetic or mathematics, algebra, I believe, specifically, you do word problems, all right? And the word is equivalent to saying equals. Equals is the same as saying is, all right, or vice versa, if you can understand that. So what we're reading in essence is saying, and his number equals, all right, because it says, for it's the number of a man, and his number, instead of that word is, you can say equals, right? And his number equals 666. All right, so what I want to take from this, all right, I'm going to look at verse 18, break down that 666, all right. Now, you see here in the Greek, 5516, kai sai stigma, all right? And we want to deal with the stigma portion of it, specifically, all right?
Strong's G 5516. Chai, Ksai, stigma. Chai, Ksai, stigma.
All right, so there you go. Chai, Psi, stigma, all right? Because it's a compound word, okay? So where was it at? Okay, here you go. So, chi stigma, chi xi stigma, the 22nd, 14th, and an absolute or obsolete letter, all right? It says, of the Greek alphabet, intermediate between the 5th and 6th, used as numbers denoting respectively 660 and 6. All right. So this number is allegedly obsolete, but they break it down though. All right. It says the G4742 as a cross. All right. So let's see what that is. All right. So you have the word stigma right here. All right. It says from a primary stizo to stick, i.e. prick. All right. It says a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander branded or pricked or, in parentheses, cut, all right, into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And they were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with a token to their gods. All right. So this is nothing new, first of all. All right. And basically, hey, that's why the scriptures say there's no new thing under the sun, because all Esau is doing he's just doing basically the things of old. All right. He's just using all these ancient empires and basically, taking the best of the best as far as like what worked out of these empires, and he's applying it to today. All right. But the point of the chip is to claim your soul, or to claim your body as one of his. All right. He's denouncing you. All right. If you're an Israelite anyway, he's denouncing you as a child of the Most High. All right. As the elect. All right. And he's basically putting you in the 2/3 category and saying that you're a child of Satan. All right. Because when you receive that chip, you're saying you're basically down with Esau's system and his way of life. All right. That now he's your daddy. He's your provider. He's your God, in fact. All right. So now you don't have to look to the Most High. You can just look to Esau for, whatever it is you need. All right. And Esau, he's going to provide that, on a low level. All right. But he's going to have the powers essentially over your life, because he can easily put some type of poison, in the chip. And, if you say the wrong thing or whatever, because you had the chip, so you're going to be under scrutiny. All right. All of your thoughts, anything you say, anything you do is going to be recorded. So if they catch wind of you basically coming against the New World Order, all right, because that's what this is going to be. It's going to be part of the New World Order, all right, NWO, all right. If you come against that in any way, all right, they'll just flag your chip and poison your shit, and you out of commission, just like that. Or they can make it where they can turn you into a criminal, overnight by way of the chip, or just maybe block all type of, block funds going to your chip, to where they basically just have you down and out, to where you can't even survive. You won't even be able to provide for your family or anything, But so like I'm kind of a little tired. I'm a little scatterbrained right now, but anyway, I want to stay on point here. So with this stigma, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to look that up, so I pulled it up on as you can see, online etymology dictionary. All right, the word stigma. It says a mark made on skin by burning with a hot iron. Okay. From the Latin stigma, plural stigmata. All right. From Greek stigma, mark of a pointed instrument, puncture, tattoo mark, brand. From root of stazen, all right, to mark, tattoo, to stick, pointed. But that's the point. It says a mark of a pointed instrument. Now, when they're injecting, let's get into that. All right, when they inject this chip, right, this RFID chip inside of you, what are they using? They're using a syringe, which has a needle at the end of it. And what do you think they're gonna do with the needle? They're gonna prick or basically poke your flesh. They're going to tear your flesh in order for that chip to be inserted. All right. Let's see what we can do. Let's pull up some images. All right. So here you go. RFID syringe implant. If you can see this on the right hand side of the screen, right here, matter of fact. Transparent RFID syringe implant with glass tag. Okay. You can see right there, that's a picture. That's a chip right there. Right? That's a chip. And right here you have the syringe with the needle. All right. That's going to prick your flesh. Let's go back to what that word said. Let's see, I hear something else. It says mark of a pointed instrument. So the instrument that they're using, the syringe, is i.e. a pointed instrument. That's clear. You know? That's clear to the point. And really ain't even got to go into nothing else. But we're going to pull a few more precepts here. All right? Because we're dealing with that word stigma. All right. Now, because that word stigma actually goes back, one of the definitions there, mentioned the cross, right? Which we know goes back to Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai was what? He was crucified on the cross, all right? And he bared, all right, physical marks, all right? Now, this is one I want to get right here. This is Galatians 6:17. Well, let me just read it first so that it says, "From henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahweh Shai." All right, let's see what this word here, marks, represent, or mark represents. Well, check that out. Stigma. All right. See? To stick, i.e. prick. All right. It says mark, pricked in or branded upon the body. Yep. To ancient order, which, okay. Same word. Same word. Let me go back. Let's see that. That's with Jake, you gotta be repetitious. All right. Because there's many of videos on the chip. All right, on the mark of the beast being the chip, but hey, somehow, some way, some of my people can't get it. Okay. So that 6. Or what actually said is actually an obsolete number, meaning it's not in use anymore. So to take place of that number, to use the number 6, but that's the spirit proof that the mark in reality is a physical mark. That's the spirit. But all right. Okay. So we know that the mark, okay, the word stigma is dealing with something physical, and we know that means to prick. All right. Now, he said, reading the verse, said, "From henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahweh Shai." So let's see if we investigate and see if the Lord, right, received physical marks, which he did. All right. And hey, we have some of our people, that don't. What the fuck is that? Salakia. that don't believe, right? But let me find it here because one of the disciples who has today, they'll call him doubting Thomas because basically, hey, like a lot of our people, some of our people, you got to show us, for us to believe. Like I got to see, that's just our people. But it was set up like that through the Spirit, as to testify of our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, but this is John 20. All right, I'm gonna start at 24. It says, but Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, if I'm saying that right, was not with them when Yahushua came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, we have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. All right? So showing like these are